morning, crusty crew. It is Sunday, July something, I don't even know what, and there is a squirrel in my house. I was sitting out here, pulling my cards for the day, doing my morning pages, saw a squirrel climbing on my window, and then I heard chaos erupt inside my house. So then the squirrel got inside. Now there's a squirrel in my house. That's where we're at. I don't know how I feel. We lost it. So it just is there until the cat finds it. And yeah, I'm gonna finish pulling my cards and doing my morning pages. Okay, hi. So it is Sunday still, and let me tell you, I've gotten nothing done. I am not being productive in any capacity right now, and there's a reason. There's a squirrel in my house. So the squirrel is no longer in my house, but this squirrel has come into my house 3 times today. It is 12:27. It all started probably around like 9:30. Half an hour later, he came back after I duct taped the screen. And I'm losing my mind because he's sitting in the sink. And my partner's able to get him back out the screen. And I'm calling my landlord at this point, and I'm just like, Josh, I need you to come and help me. Please, there's a squirrel in the house. And at this point, I'm not thinking it's one squirrel. I'm thinking like it's multiple squirrels. And literally like maybe 15, 20 minutes later, as my landlord is pulling into my driveway and like going through the garage looking for a trap for the squirrel is back in my sink. So I ran, I'm carrying Bug. I ran outside and I was just like, Josh, there's a squirrel in the sink again. And I am so unhelpful. In this whole process, I'm so unhelpful. And I'm just like holding my little chihuahua screaming because there's a squirrel in my house. And the cat is not doing anything to help. The cat only wants to help when she wants to help. And she's like, no, you've rushed me too much. And Bug is just like panicking in my arms, like shaking like a fucking freak. Because we're attacking the squirrel that is like just slightly smaller than she is. So she's probably sitting here like, oh my god, if they're doing this to this creature, what would they do to me? And I'm just freaking out. So we got the squirrel out again. And my landlord came inside and he replaced the screen for our window. And then the squirrel tried to get in again. And my partner sprayed bug spray on it through the screen. I was just like, that's it. I give up. And I shut all the windows in the house and I turned on the AC. And I'm just sitting there and there's still a squirrel. He's still trying to get inside through the window. So my landlord's coming back over today with another screen because the squirrel is ripping open the new screen. And with a chainsaw to cut down that big old like tree thing that's outside that window that we think that the squirrel is using. And I can tell that it's the same squirrel because it has a messed up tail. And that is what has been going on for the past like 3+ hours. Not anything productive, just squirrel. Right now I am watching Hardback Hoarder, her Twitch stream, and I'm going to try to get some like regular work done. And we're gonna see how it goes. I'm feeling fairly dysregulated now because there has been a squirrel in my house. There has been utter panic in my house. So let's do some editing, let's do some planning, and then once my nervous system comes back down and when my landlord's done taking care of everything today and I can take a shower, then we'll do some actual like editing. And it will all be good. We're gonna turn this day around. We're gonna get our shit together. Let's get started. So today is Monday, July 29th, and normally I would be at work right now. It's like 9:39. And normally I would be at work right now. But you see, what happened yesterday is that I just fell into like a massive depression hole, which happens a lot lately. It happens more often than not. I would say more days than not I spend just in like a massive depression hole, unable to do anything, unable to move, unable to function at all. So I took today off of work. I was just like, I'm not feeling well. I'll be in tomorrow, which is what it is. Nothing can be done about it. But I did sit outside and pull cards and do my daily pages again. And my card pull was very insightful. And my daily pages were honestly even more insightful. And I just realized that I cannot keep living like this in any capacity, and I have come to realize that a lot of people think that I am ridiculous because she was just a dog, but she was my soulmate. She was everything to me. She is everything to me. So I figured out that I can't continue to live a life like I lived when she was alive and on this physical plane with me. I have to live a life now that I think is worth dealing with the agony of not having her with me anymore. Because my life when she was alive was centered around her. I worked my job because it was flexible for her. I worked it because I wanted to be home with her more often so I could take her to vet appointments, so I could show up or not show up when she needed me. I lived a life that revolved around her and I being together. And now I'm still living that life, but she's not here, which is just an unsustainable way to continue living. I have to change some things up and shift my life to shift what my new priorities are going to be. Because I love my dog and my cat, my current ones, Bug and Ellie. I love them, but they don't need me like that under any circumstances. They really just, they don't. They love me and I love them and we have a great time together. I take Bug out on adventures all the time. We spend a lot of time together, but it's just different. And I don't really know how to explain it to someone who has not had their soul dog yet, or their soul pet in general. So I am honestly going to spend today just trying to do some inner work, do some actual work, and just kind of care for myself and try to figure out what these new priorities might look like, which is scary and hard. So I ultimately am going to end up leaving here in a couple minutes, and I'm going to go, I ordered like 40 or 50 pictures of Sadie from Walgreens so I could hang them up in my office. These are not for the gallery wall, these are just for me because she has been my co-editor since I was in college. And, you know, that's not going to change now. Then I am going to go sit at my favorite coffee shop, just have like some tea or something, and then I'm going to reward myself for sitting down and doing work and getting out of the house and being a person by going and taking myself to see Longlegs by myself. And then after that, I will just head to the library and work there until I get everything that I need to get done. I want to do a ton of editing today. That is my end goal, is just I want to do a ton of editing today. Let's go and do some mental work and work on myself. Ain't that scary? Okay, hello crusty crew. It is Wednesday, and it is like 7 o'clock, give or take, and I just got home from work and shit. So, you see this thing right here? She gave me the scare of a lifetime, and today I learned what signs of bronchitis in a dog look like. They're very scary. I do not recommend them, because the vet was like, "Are you sure it's not reverse sneezing?" And I was like, well, I've never had a dog that reverse sneezes, but I feel like I've seen people like post it online and it didn't really look like that. So we decided to do x-rays because I knew something was wrong. Because for some reason I always know like when something is nothing with my animals and when something is something. For some reason it's something that I'm really, really good at. And I could tell that this was something and not nothing. So we did an x-ray and she was like, oh yeah, she got a little bit of bronchitis in her lungs. And I was like, great, 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 great. I love paying for x-rays, but she gave me some meds for her to take for the next like week, and she said that it should take care of it. So right now I'm just making the animals their dinner. I literally just walked in the door because I had to go to Walgreens to pick up the prescription because okay, so this is something that you learn when you're in Maine. They don't really cater to small dogs because there aren't a ton of, like, very small dogs. Like, at all. Most of the dogs up here are bigger. So she was like, well, you're gonna have to go to Walgreens for your prescription this time because she's so small. We only carry, like, the 50 milligram and the 100 milligram. And she needs a 20 milligram. And I was like, oh my god. And you may say, why? Why, Sam? In the middle of summer, has your dog caught bronchitis? Well, you see, my best guess is that Maine is a very wet place. Very, very, very wet all the time. Very humid, very wet in general. And since Sadie died, we haven't put on the ACs, like, at all. Because I'm just like, what's the fucking point? There is no point. No one's gonna have a heat stroke anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter. And it's been raining for the past couple days, like on and off, so the house has been like kind of wet, like you can feel it on the carpets. So I think that's what it is. I think just like the dampness and the humidity that's just kind of everywhere is the reason that she has bronchitis. So we closed all the windows up and I've got the 2 ACs running, even though it's not really that hot. Like, it's maybe like 80 something degrees outside. Like, it's really not. It's not AC weather, but we don't have like a big enough dehumidifier. I asked for that for Christmas to my mom, and I was like, we need like a really good, like high quality dehumidifier for the trailer. And that is where we are at for today so far. I am going to make myself some dinner, and then I'm just gonna get some fucking work done because we got some fucking work to do. Okay, hi, hello, good morning. It is Friday, August 2nd. There we go, Friday, August 2nd. And it is like 8:24 in the morning, so I'm running late for work, whatever. I can't even get myself to care after the last couple weeks. But I have sat down. I'm going to pull my cards for this morning and drink. I made myself a cup of chai and I'm just gonna like talk to the universe for a little while. So I have been doing morning pages, which are from The Artist's Way by Julia something. I don't even remember her name really. But so I've been trying to do them since like January and I keep failing. And what I find easier to do is to bring like my spirituality into it. I know that her version of it is a little bit Jesus-y and mine is not Jesus-y at all. So I start out every session by pulling some tarot cards and then I write down my pull, like what I pulled, and I try to spend some time thinking about it and thinking about what it means, and usually that helps me center myself before I go in and just like vomit onto the page, because the entire thing about your morning pages are supposed to be like you empty out your head onto the page. And it's like, okay, if you ask me to just take what's in here and put it on a page, I'm just going to be sobbing for the entire day. Like we're done. It's just going to be like horribly depressing, and I'm just going to be sobbing, and I'm not going to be able to get anything done. And that doesn't ever go away for me. It's just like my brain. I can't really help the fact that I'm like depressed with an anxiety disorder and a pessimist. Can't really undo all that. So I find using my tarot cards for the day as kind of a conduit to like bring me into a certain, like a mindset that's not just like naturally depressed all the time helps me a lot more. Because if I don't do that, then I just dread the morning pages, and then I just stop doing them because I just am not a positive person. Let's pull my cards, and then I need to leave for work. Wish me luck. My partner's out of town for the next like 3 or 4 days, so we're gonna be talking a lot for the next 3 or 4 days. Well, hello, my dearest of crusty crews. It is like 6:30 on Friday. I'm looking a little bit crazy today, but that's okay. I must feed the animals, and then we are going to do something spectacular and make a s'mores cheesecake. Why am I making a s'mores cheesecake? Well, because I just really want a s'mores cheesecake right now. I don't know. Pay the camera tax. Camera tax. Say do 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 do. She's very cute. So let's finish feeding the animals, and then we will get our cheesecake started. Good morning, crusty crew. The lighting in here is questionable at best, but I'm currently making myself cast iron potatoes, so I need to be in the kitchen so I can keep an ear on them. You can also hear my dishwasher going in the background. So, rip lighting, rip audio, so I'll make this quick. Today is Saturday, August 3rd, I believe, and today is going to be productive. I can feel it in my bones. Today, I am going to finish Compound Fracture by Andrew Joseph White. Today, I am going to make sure all of my vlog footage is edited and beautiful for the week. Today, I am going to hardcore work on editing for my client's book, Frostbound. I'm super excited about this book. This book is awesome. This writer is awesome, and I'm just loving every bit of it. I also need to check in with them because I would believe they were meeting with an agent yesterday, so I just kind of want to get an idea of what happened and where they're at and whether congratulations are due. And then today I am also babysitting my friend's dog Lila this evening. I think it's around like 5 o'clock I have to go over. Hold on, let me go stir my potatoes. Okay, sorry, the potatoes needed stirring. I think I'm grabbing her around 5 o'clock because my friend is at a horse race out of state tonight, and someone needs to watch the baby. So I will be watching the baby. She has more energy than I could ever dream to have in an entire lifetime. So it'll be fine. Lila's a sweet, sweet baby. But yeah, that's where we're at today. So I am currently making breakfast. I have to make my breakfast, throw my laundry in the dryer, start the washing machine up, make the bed, and then hopefully someone is streaming today so I can watch a stream while I am editing. I really hope. I really, really hope that someone's streaming today. So, with that, let's get our shit started. Okay, so things have gone awry this morning, and only slightly awry. We're gonna add one more task to the list, and that is we're going to be building me a pain management cart. So I have this cart that I've been using for bookish stuff, and I'm still gonna use like one of the tiers for kind of bookish stuff, but realistically, I have a disaster, and my arthritis is just out of this world. I'm literally only 25 years old, and the back pain is unreal. So let's go into my office and build me a little bit of a pain management cart. Okay, so this is going to be the cart itself. I'm going to keep the bottom cart for my pens and my notebooks and just random little supplies, but this top one is going to be for medications, lotions, and like my TENS unit and stuff like that. This bottom one is going to be for heating pads, braces, and the likes. So I have severe back pain, severe neck pain, arthritis and carpal tunnel in both of my hands and my wrists, and some ankle issues. So let's fill this sucker up with the things that I already have, and then we'll decide if I need to go out and get anything to help me function throughout the day. Okay, so now that the paint cart has been built and I have done things that I needed to do, I just put on, I have this really, really nice CBD lotion. It was pretty expensive, but it works really, really well, and it doesn't smell like weedy at all. So I put that on. We'll give that like a half an hour. If it doesn't cut through the pain, then we will switch over to the TENS unit, and that should do the trick. But now that all of that's done, let's finally work on some video editing and see if anyone who I really, really like is streaming. Okay, so I just got the vlog like fully edited. Obviously there will be a little bit more added in later today, but I was taking a break and I was interacting with someone I really enjoy on Twitch. She's Moonlight Goblin. I really enjoy her. She's very like calming for me. And I don't interact often. I don't interact with people on Twitch like very often in general, but she was like, give me your big three, let me call your ass out. And I'm just like, okay. So I didn't know my big three, so I had to call my mom. I was like, when was I born? And she knew. She knew. And so my sun is a Pisces, my moon is a Libra, and my ascendant is a Libra. And I didn't know that. I only knew that I was a Pisces. And I just got my shit read to fucking filth. Oh my god. Yeah, I just got my shit read to filth. I feel emotionally vulnerable and called out right now. So yeah. Fuck me, dude. With that, I'm just going to continue being on stream, and I'm going to clean up this desk area and go from there. Okay, last event of the day. It is time to take care of Lila. So I think we're gonna go on like a little adventure just to get her out of the house. And then we'll come back here, I will feed her, and we'll just kind of hang out and vibe for a couple hours just so she's not alone. I think that my friend is coming home really late. Yes, I do have pimple patches on. So I just want to make sure that she has like someone around with her today, because I'm I'm pretty sure that she was pretty alone this morning because my friend was taking care of, she has a farm, so she's got to take care of all of her animals, and then she had to take care of some other horses at a different barn. So I just want to make sure that Lila has some family around and some friends. So let's head inside.